Your history doesn't shape you. How you confront it does. Picture this. You're finally at ease, having left behind those regrets, errors, and chapters you'd rather forget. Suddenly, out of nowhere, someone, perhaps an ex-partner, a former confidant, or even a family member, dredges up that old baggage like a weapon. They wield it with a mix of sympathy and scorn, saying, "You recall that mess, don't you?" That's the real you back then. Right then, your stomach knots up. Not from the memory resurfacing, but from realizing they're weaponizing it against you. It's like reliving the hurt. And what's our knee-jerk reaction? We flare up, get protective, start justifying. We insist, that's not me now. I've evolved. But the more we argue, the more we play into their hands. We surrender our emotional reins to them. A true Stoic avoids that pitfall. Today, I'll reveal 3 Stoic comebacks to deploy when folks dredge up your history to sting you. 3 phrases delivered with rock-solid poise, not fury. First comeback. Yeah, that did occur. Our ego's default is to deny it all. We aim to bury it, wipe it clean, act like it vanished. But Stoicism teaches that embracing reality sets you free. When they throw out, "Remember bombing that job interview?" or "Your choices led to that fallout," don't wince or counter. Don't rationalize. Meet their gaze steadily and reply, "Yeah, that did occur." 0 apologies, 0 regret, 0 blame. What makes this straightforward reply so potent? It robs them of their prized goal, your overreaction. Folks who leverage your history aren't after facts. They're after dominance. They crave seeing you fidget, deflate, or plead your case, but by owning it serenely, you blunt their edge. Their tool loses its bite. Take this scenario. A longtime buddy mentions that time you got canned over a dumb error. You respond, "Yeah, and it taught me a crucial insight." Boom, you neutralize them. Once you're unashamed of your former self, nobody can leverage it against your current one. Seneca penned, "Nothing's more honorable than facing your flaws head-on and declaring, 'Yes, I owned that, and I grew from it.'" By embracing your history, you seize its narrative. You claim authorship of your tale rather than letting outsiders dictate it. Second comeback. "I've grown from it." This phrase flips your history into strength. It pivots from "I messed up" to "I've advanced." Those dredging up your old self only view the outdated version. They miss that you've transformed. Like steel tempered in flames, you emerge tougher from each trial. Your life's fractures aren't flaws, they're entry points for growth. Consider Abraham Lincoln, who endured repeated defeats before leading the nation. A history that might have broken lesser souls. Yet he noted, "I don't resent them. I've discovered inner resilience starts inside." So when they quip, "You tanked that startup. How dare you advise on success?" You grin and say, "Precisely because I crashed, I grasp failure's lessons and triumph's essence." That's not defensiveness. That's insight. You're not shielding yourself. You're reshaping your image. Marcus Aurelius stated, "Each hurdle is a chance to embody excellence. When they attempt to tarnish you with yesterday, wield that very yesterday to showcase your fortitude." That's the magic of evolution, converting anguish to knowledge and wounds to badges of resilience. Third comeback. What's prompting this now? This query shuts down every schemer. No bitterness, no snark, just honest inquiry. And that steadiness unnerves them. By asking why, you reverse the dynamic, from target to analyst. They aimed to manipulate your feelings, but now they face their own agenda. You've presented a reflection, compelling them to examine their hidden motives. If their aim was pure, your query prompts self-reflection, perhaps remorse. But if malice drove them, they falter under self-revelation. Epictetus remarked, "Those who injure others are already suffering. They revive your history because they evade their now. So when you serenely inquire, 'What's prompting this now?' you've reclaimed the reins. You've redirected the focus to them. That's when the dynamics shift sans any outburst. Your poise turns into shielding, your quietude, an iron barrier. Part 4. The strength in quietude and restraint. The Stoic knows silence isn't frailty, it's supreme authority. When provoked, each rash response is a concession to them. Seneca advised, "Whoever provokes your rage dominates you. You may forfeit the debate, but you triumph in serenity. You might skip retaliation, yet you preserve your tranquility." In our noisy era of constant justifying and validating, the silent one wields true command. A colleague once said, "Your lack of reaction intimidates folks." I replied with a smile, "I seek no intimidation, just inner harmony." Grasp this. Nobody pulls you into turmoil unless you descend voluntarily. Fret, but they'll misjudge me. I counter, "If so, does that alter your essence?" Epictetus quipped, "If labeled a fool, do you inspect for proof?" No, since you know your truth. That's liberation, self-awareness needing zero validation. If they highlight errors, grin. If they distort history, remain mute. If they seek drama, display your equilibrium. You owe zero defense for healed scars. Marcus Aurelius noted, "Wrongdoers act from ignorance of right. Instruct via conduct, not speech." Often the strongest reply is poise alone. When they peg you by yesteryear, let your today illuminate their character. Reflect. We've all shed outdated selves we're ashamed of. Yet sans them, we'd lack today's wisdom. You were once impulsive, fragile, imperfect. Those trials instilled bravery, endurance, revival skills. An ex-addict now aids recovery journeys. A business flop mentors thriving ventures. A betrayal survivor models grace. That's flipping shadows to illumination. The Stoic doesn't delete history, they repurpose it. Conclusion. The Stoic path to closure. Others will exploit your history to diminish you, not for your frailty, but because your progress highlights their untapped potential. Your ascent mirrors what they bypassed. They don't target breakage, they resent your mending as your serenity disrupts their turmoil. So heed these 3. First, own your history, sans remorse. Second, morph each error into wisdom, not perpetual punishment. Third, query motives over reacting. Let them confront themselves in your tranquility. Stoic victory, via grace, not clamor or rebuttal, but honor. No battles needed to validate evolution. True seers require no proof. Skeptics, no amount suffices. Someday, history resurfaces. You'll grin, not arrogantly, not wounded, but serene. For you'll realize, I'm not my trials. I'm my ascent from them. That's genuine liberty, not amnesia, but harmony amid recollection. Your history doesn't shape you. How you confront it does. If they yank you toward old pages, grin and state, "Appreciate it, but I've turned that leaf." Then proceed steadily, composed, impervious, like a genuine Stoic. If this resonates, pass it on. Help free someone chained by yesterday. If pursuing Stoic ways, hit subscribe on The Stoic Citizen. Unite with this circle of steady souls and resilient hearts. Comment this as today's mantra. That chapter's shut. My tale advances.